Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Sarah Lynn. I'm a naturopathic doctor specializing in skin health and dermatology. And I'm going to be giving you 5 tips for healthy and clear skin. Alright, now my first tip is something that we all know, and that is to drink more water. Yes, we all know that this is important for your overall health and your skin health, but it actually is. About 60% of the human body is made of water, and about 65% of your skin is made up of water too. Water keeps skin hydrated, which is especially important during the winter months due to the colder and drier climate. So your skin is losing water a lot faster as well. Now, the quality of water that you're drinking is also important. I once had a patient who was struggling with psoriasis, and it turned out that the tap water that he was drinking was really negatively affecting his skin and causing worse symptoms of psoriasis for him. So when he switched from drinking tap water to more purified and clean water, his skin was able to heal a lot better and his symptoms of psoriasis were a lot less. The goal of drinking water is to drink half of your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 120 pounds, that's going to be 60 ounces or 2 liters. And if you weigh more, you want to make sure you're drinking more than 2 liters. And if you weigh less, you can be drinking a little bit less than 2 liters. And then anything that you're going to be doing that's going to cause your body to lose water faster or dehydrate you, such as exercise, drinking coffee or alcohol, you want to make sure that you're drinking more water during those times. So I say for every cup of coffee that you do, you can drink an extra 8 ounces of water to combat those dehydrating effects. Now here's some tips to make it a little bit easier to make sure that you're drinking enough water. So my first one is make sure that you buy yourself a beautiful, nice water bottle. Like I have here. And one with a straw I find is really helpful because you don't have to worry about twisting on and off, and you can just drink it. It's also really great to take around with you in the car when you're driving. You can take a sip of water at a red light, and then you can put stickers on it too, and that's really fun. So that is my first tip. That's been the most helpful for me personally. Other things people like to do is add add fruit to their water, lemon, add electrolyte powder, and then herbal and caffeine-free teas also count as water. And I love drinking tea this time of year in the winter, and so that's going to count as your water intake as well. Another thing you can do is if you're someone who needs little reminders, there are water drinking apps out there, so you can look those up, find one that works for you. You can also put little post-it notes, places where, like around the house or even like your office, that you're going to be coming into contact with kind of regularly. So for example, if you're working from home and you go into the fridge multiple times during the day, put a little post-it note there, like reminder, drink water, or in the bathroom, just places where you go and you're going to see that note, and it's going to be a little reminder to you to drink your water. So tip number 2 is to consume foods that are high in omega-3 fatty acids. And omega-3 fatty acids are going to be anti-inflammatory, so these are really beneficial for your skin because there can be a lot of inflammation in the skin in common skin conditions like acne, psoriasis, eczema, bacterial infections too. There can be a lot of inflammation that can be kind of at the root cause. So if you can do something that's decreasing your inflammation by taking some omega-3s or foods that are high in omega-3s, then that's going to overall help your skin. And so of course foods like these are going to be salmon and fish. Other food sources of omega-3s are going to be chia seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds, almonds, walnuts, pecans. And these all contain arachidonic acid, which gets converted into omega-3 in the body. You can also do a supplement form, but just make sure that you are talking with your doctor or healthcare provider. Anytime you take a supplement, you always want to make sure it's going to be something that's going to be okay for you and your body. Tip number 3 is to avoid processed and refined sugars. Sugars are very inflammatory to your body and to your skin, and they also feed bacteria, which is another problem with skin. One way sugar negatively impacts the skin is through glycation, a process in which digested sugar permanently attaches to the collagen in your skin. Advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, are created which break down elastin and degrade collagen. This increases the effects of aging, contributes to wrinkles, and can exacerbate acne and rosacea and eczema. My tips then are to instead consume unrefined sugars, and these are going to be maple syrup, honey, agave, coconut sugar, or you can do a sugar-free version like stevia as well. Tip number 4 is to do 1 weekly treatment for your skin. And so I like this for 2 reasons. One is that it adds a little extra something to your skincare routine, which I think can be beneficial for your skin. And then 2 is that when you do it, to really focus on the routine of it and that you're doing something to take care of your skin, you're doing something to love yourself and love your skin, and to have that kind of focus and mindset while you're doing it. So some examples of these are going to be your favorite face mask. So for example, mine is a bentonite clay face mask, which I have a video if you want to look in the description down below. I do that about once a week. You can do an exfoliation product, an overnight face peel that you put on your skin, and you can kind of give yourself that extra time to take care of your skin and just kind of treat your skin. All right, and then my last tip, tip number 5, which I think is the most important one, and that is to reduce your stress. And this is another thing that we know we should not be stressing, and it's good to try to manage your stress and reduce it. Everyone is going to have stressors in the day, and it's how you respond to those stressors, what's happening in your body, what's happening in your skin. Specifically with stress, that is increasing your levels of cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and cortisol causes increased oil production in your skin glands, which can lead to clogged pores and specifically acne breakouts. So ways to reduce your stress, it's going to be a little bit dependent on the person. Some of my favorite things that I like to recommend are doing meditations or breathing exercises. You can do writing in a journal just to get all your emotions out there, how you're thinking about things. Sometimes it's better to get that out on paper than leave it inside. And just do like little check-ins with yourself of like how you're feeling, how you're reacting. And not only is this good to do, of course, when you are feeling overwhelmed, but just on a normal daily or weekly basis, because when stressors do come your way, you're going to be able to respond to those better. So we all have stressors. I mean, even just when you're driving in the car and someone pulls out in front of you and cuts you off, you have different ways that you choose to respond to this. And a lot of people, I think, you almost take that personally and you feel like, oh my gosh, that person's so rude. And you start having maybe your heart rate increases a little bit, sweat process of your skin are going to get activated, and you're going to feel bad about that. But you don't have to. That person has nothing to do with you, and they could just be either one, not a very nice person, or they could have something else going on in their life that has nothing to do with you. And you can choose to see it in that way and be like, you know, I'm still gonna be kind and show grace to that person and not let it bother you or get upset by it. Easier said than done, but when you do these sort of daily practices, it's gonna be better for your overall health and better for your skin. All right, that's gonna be this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.